Raised by a Good Time by Grammy-nominated artist in front of the morning show, Steven Lee Olsen.
Steven is having an incredible year, and he's got a new national tour that is kicking off in January. He joins us now to talk about that and so much more. Steven, always a pleasure to see you. How you been?
So good to be back. I've been great. Been busy, but yeah, just gearing up for Christmas. Here we are.
All right. Well, speaking of Christmas, we're going to start things off with a bit of a present for you.
Oh, wow.
Okay, because this is the 10-year anniversary of that song, Raised by a Good Time.
That's right.
Which you just recently redid. And that song, my friend, has gone platinum. And we have for you
Stop it.
Yeah.
the plaque to prove it right here. Congratulations, Steven Lee Olsen.
Wow.
So good. Oh, my gosh.
Sneaky. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, gosh. How does it feel?
Crazy that it's been a decade, you know. 10 years just flies when you're having fun, and I'm definitely having fun.
Let's talk about the new album, the Shop Sessions, and what prompted, what inspired you to reimagine and re-record some of your biggest songwriting hits.
Yeah, you know what? Before I moved to Nashville, I worked at a tire shop called Sterling Tire, just in Georgina. And at the time, it was like this tiny little shop. It was like 2 garages. It was actually attached to a house, and I worked there for a few winters, and it was long, hard work. And I got really close with the family there, and they knew my aspirations were to always be a country singer, and moved to Nashville. So I would go down in the shop sometimes after the doors would close because the acoustics were so good down there. And I would just go and play and try and practice. And, you know, 10 years later, 15 years later, that little shop has now turned into a massive compound. They've redreamed it, and their dreams have become incredible. They service so many tires and so many families. And so many years later, it's like, you know what, I moved to Nashville. And a lot of the reason why I did that is because that family really helped me.
Incredible.
They helped me learn, like, you know, a good work ethic.
Yeah.
Honestly, to be, those guys definitely don't know slow days in the winter. It's full. So coming back into the shop again and just kind of reimagining these songs, and a lot of the songs that I've had recorded by other artists like Keith Urban and some of my bigger hits like Raised by a Good Time, it just made sense to bring it back full circle and do the shop sessions.
I want to talk about the duet Never Not Care. It's with a fellow Grammy nominee, Mickey Guyton. Tell us about collaborating with Mickey.
Oh, Mickey is such a blessing. She's such a superstar, and you know, as soon as we wrote this song, Never Not Care, I knew it was special. It was stuck in my head for months and months and months. And then I think it was my wife that said to me, she was like, you know, this song could be a duet. And then I could never hear it any other way. So I started thinking about duet partners, and I knew it needed a big voice. And if you guys know Mickey Guyton, she has a massive voice. And it's one of my closest friends. So she just, you know, it's a pleasure that I get to work with her after all these years. And she's just amazing.
Yeah. Mentioned to Keith a second ago. I recently had a chance to sit down with Keith and talk about his new album, High, which happens to include another Steven Lee Olsen song, this time around Daytona, which he sat on for a couple of years, right?
7.
Okay, here's
I
asked Keith.
No one was counting.
I asked Keith about that, Steven, and here's what he had to say about it. Take a look. I understand you were sitting on this song for a while. Right?
Yes. Sorry, Stephen. Years. Yeah. He wrote it with a guy in my band, Nathan Barlow. The two of them wrote it. And I listened to it, and Steven Lee is singing it. And I was like, man, this is a great song. This is a really good song.
It is a really good song. But what was that like, waiting 7 years for him to put it on an album?
You know what? It was a crazy roller coaster, that one. You know, Keith is my hero. He'll always be my musical hero, and the reason I moved to Nashville in the first place. So even just seeing him talk about me or one of the songs I've written is still kind of crazy. But you know, when we found out he was going to record this song, we were through the moon.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get a boat.
Speaking of still kind of crazy, there you were on stage earlier this summer. Keith brought you up.
Oh my gosh.
I'm watching your face.
Look at that. Wow, I've never seen that.
What's going through your mind in that moment?
Don't throw up. He's such an entertainer, and there's no one that does it quite like him. And man, just seeing that footage is so wild to me.
Yeah, so great,
It's like,
so good.
Yeah, he's the best. But 7 years was a long time to wait.
Yeah.
So, but I'm happy it made its way onto this record. This record is incredible.
Nothing before it's time.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right, really quickly, speaking of entertaining folks, we want to let everybody know you're getting ready for 38 shows right across Canada, right? New tour coming up in the new year?
That's right. The Country Night in Canada tour tickets are available on my site. I'm bringing my buddy JoJo Mason with me, and it's going to be a blast. You know, we're not holding anything back, and if you're looking for a good time, the Country Night in Canada tour is for you.
First stop at the tire shop. No, it's not. It should be.
That is coming. That is coming. We are going to do something called Rock the Shop next year, and
Love it.
details are coming on that.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. All right, tickets on sale for Steven's Country Night in Canada tour. Kicking off January 16th. You get those tickets now. Thank you for stopping by.
And congratulations on that little piece of platinum.
I know.
again,
My
my friend.
gosh,
Yes,
look at that.
So good.
Merry Christmas.